I do not own the rights to this music. I'm trying something here. For the first time, I'm live on YouTube and Twitter at the same time. This is the first time I've been live on two different platforms at the same time. Normally, I have two devices on one platform. But today I decided to let me try to go live on Twitter and YouTube at the same time and see how that thing works, man. I gotta listen, y'all. I gotta get up to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube to be able to go live. I don't want to have to surrender all of my personal information to a third party app to go live on YouTube, when I can have 1,000 subscribers and I'll be able to do this. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube page, True Conductor. Hey, gamer, what's going on, gamer? It's all right, man. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So this is the first time I'm doing this, man. So I just thought maybe since I sit down by the White House every day with stop hating each other because you disagree, then I would come in and talk about this subject while I'm on Twitter and yeah, I know about that, man. But I was looking at a guy was telling me about an app yesterday. And while we were talking, uh, I looked the app up. And yes, you could stream to YouTube, but they want your contact list. They want to be able to go through all of your contact lists information, delete your videos. Man, I said, nah, man, I ain't giving up all of that just to go live. Just to go live. I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna surrender all my stuff. I didn't surrendered enough as is, and you want me to surrender some more? Nah, man. Okay. So I just said, let me just come on and see, can I just work my way up to 1,000? That's the only thing I do is put the work in. Come put the work in. See, a lot of people talking about, man, why are you sitting on here? You on YouTube? I'm putting the work in. I got to put the work in because if my channel get popular enough, shit, I ain't got to work. I can come in here and just do this and get paid. It's people younger than me, man, millionaires off YouTube, getting paid off YouTube. They got an idea and they ran with it. I ain't mad at them. I ain't mad at them at all. I'm trying to get me a little piece. That's all. I'm just trying to get me a little piece. That's it. So yeah, man. I'm trying to you know boy, I tell you, I look at some of these people with some of the numbers they be getting, viewers, and some of the information that they be talking about. Straight up garbage. Straight up garbage. And getting thousands of views. Straight up garbage. Getting thousands of views. I said, man, why don't you start putting some garbage on the internet just to see how they go? Since that seemed to be working for everybody else, why don't you put some garbage up in there and see how they respond to it? Since they ain't responding to nothing else, put some garbage up in there and see what they do. You see, and that's and it's sad that you got to even think like that. That you can put you got to put some garbage out for people to appreciate it. They ain't gonna appreciate right. They don't appreciate right. They don't appreciate good. But get some drama. Shoot, man, they all over drama. That's the reason I don't get the numbers I got, because I cut all the drama out. Man, I let some of them cats out of jail that I got blocked, and they bring this drama back up in here. Shoot, that's all. That's all. That's all I have is drama, and y'all wouldn't have no peace, because they'll be in here disrupting everything, and you wouldn't have no peace. So yeah, it's nice to have a whole bunch of numbers, man. That would be, I'd be thrilled to have a whole bunch of numbers. But that ain't the reality right now. So I just try to, feed the ones that's listening. To all those that want to listen and hear what I got to say, let me talk to them. See, if it again, and this, and I want to say this to young people, because sometimes when it comes down to the reaction or lack of from people, if you're not strong, that can really affect you. Let me say that again. See, sometimes people's actions or the lack of actions, and especially when you putting your best foot forward and people don't respond, man, that shit can start messing with you. Because you're gonna start second guessing yourself, man, what am I doing wrong? How come, what is it? What am I doing wrong? I mean, what is it? What's wrong? Is it the product? Is that what's wrong? What's wrong? Why nobody want to gravitate toward the ideas that you're trying to manifest? Success. Listen, y'all. Success ain't nothing but people gravitating to your ideas and embrace. That's success. Success is when you can put an idea out there, man, and people grab it and run with it. That's success. And that's what everybody looking for, that one idea. See, remember I told y'all, I said, I've been in DC 45 years. If it's a thing to do, everybody want to do it. If it's the place to go, everybody want to go there. If it's the thing to wear, everybody want to wear it. Okay? So now the new trend, or the new trend is Dogecoin. Everybody going crazy buying this Dogecoin. Y'all can have, man, good luck. I hope y'all make plenty of money off of it. Because there's going to be a whole lot of people that's going to get taken to the cleaners. Okay? They're going to get taken to the cleaners. See, cause you know, all the price of that coin got to do is drop. The bottom fall out. See, they get everybody to invest that money, and it keeps inching up, and that coin ain't even got to $1. Inching up, and ain't no value to it. It's what the value is, what they say it is. Oh, you can get tips. Oh, you can get tips. Hey man, did y'all know y'all can give me tips on Twitter? No, I ain't know that, man. You can get tips on Twitter now. Y'all hook a brother up. So, I'm I'm starting my tours back up June 1st. It's when I'm starting my tours back up on June 1st. If you would like to support my business, you can always buy a ghost tour. What's a ghost tour? That you buying a seat and you ain't sitting in it. You buying a seat to support me. So man, this is a ghost tour right here. This is just to support you. If you really want to, hey, you can buy a ghost seat. Buy a ghost seat. If you want to support my business, I'd like to book up the month of June. You know, I'd like to book up the month of June. I've never in the I started my tours in 2016, so this 5 years. I've never had in the 5 years that I've been doing my tours, I've never booked a solid month of tours. I've never booked a solid month of tours in the 5 years that I've been doing my tours. I've never booked a solid month. Man, in fact, I ain't never booked a solid week. Shit, talking about a month, I ain't never booked a solid week in my tours. And people can't say they don't know about me because shit, I be everywhere. I be everywhere. You know, when I stopped down the other day, when I did the guy that left me that voicemail about Biden. Oh, I did tell I told Secret Service about it. I did. I told Secret Service. And let me share something with y'all. If you got a complaint that you want to take to Secret Service and you don't have a name or a number, don't waste your time. Let me say that again. See, if you hear something and you want to go to Secret Service and you ain't got a name or a number, don't waste your time. They ain't interested. If you ain't got nowhere to point them, a direction to point them in, they ain't talking to you. It's nice, okay? No, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. So you know, I talked to the police. You know, shit, man. I stopped to talk to the police, and then 3 or 4 of the police show up. Okay, all of a sudden, everybody's showing up, and they said, "Wait for these agents." You know, one agent is talking to me, getting my information. The other agent is talking to police. A brother, and he come to me and he said, "You don't know this guy, right?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, unfortunately, if he's calling you from a block number, ain't nothing we can do. But here's my number. If you happen to get a name or a phone number, call us and let us know. But you did the right thing, though. Coming to let us know you did the right thing. But ain't nothing we can do with this." That's the response I got. That's the response I got. I said, "Adios." See you later. Okay. So if you don't have a name or you don't have a number or somewhere some direction to point them into, they ain't looking. Okay. They ain't gonna look. And let me tell you something. Now this is what I noticed ever since I went down and talked to Secret Service. See, normally when I finish my videos on Twitter, they take them down. But I noticed since I done talked to Secret Service, they ain't taking my videos down. See, now that I done talked to Secret Service, I noticed my videos on Twitter ain't being deleted. Okay, that's just a little observation. Like, oh, used to be shit. As soon as I finish the video, bam, it's gone. But I notice now all of my shit is sticking. I wonder why. I wonder why. I wonder why it's all sticking now. I wonder why. You know, because I told the guy. He said, hey, how did you meet this guy? I said, man, I'm the truth conductor on the internet. He said, who? I'm the truth conductor. He said, okay. So I'm sure they monitoring my shit. I'm sure they are. See, every time, listen, y'all, every time somebody visit my website, my phone go off. Okay? Every time somebody visit my website, or y'all almost saw my wife again, my phone goes off. Okay? It go and it'll tell me, a lot of times it'll tell me where they from. When I see United States of America, then I know that that's somebody. But I mean, every time somebody, let me show you. See, Sacramento, California, just came on at the same time. Said it'll let me know every time somebody visit my site. That's how I know who my trolls are. See, cause everybody, wow, see, you assign the number. Whenever you visit my site, you assign the number. I don't care how many times you come, you're gonna still have the same number. So when I see the same number 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day, that's a troll. That's a troll. And I got one guy, I just blocked him on YouTube over in Temple Hills. So he gonna show me how many accounts he can get from Temple Hills. And I keep telling him, I said, man, I'm gonna block you. And I called Wix. I said, listen, I can block subscribers. I should be able to block visitors as well. And they working on that. I said, pay y'all too much money, man, to put up with this foolishness. You're supposed to take care of this. If somebody come into my site and I don't want them, I should be able to block them. So I'm just waiting to hear from them. You know? And that's just the way it is. Man, 5 and 5, boy, that's a good number. Yeah. So it just see, I gotta get some power here, man. Mm. Hey, man, let me gotta put my phone up here so I can get some power. My power is going. There we go. Man. All right, there we go. All right, we good. Now we good. Um, but um, man, one of the things that we definitely need to do right now is stop hating each other because we disagree. Y'all, we getting ready to this is the first summer post pandemic. I don't know if y'all realize that. This is the first summer that's post pandemic that we're coming up on. 2020, last summer, we were in the midst of the pandemic. This is the first summer post pandemic. What's going to come out in the wash? What's coming out in the wash this summer? Right now, evictions are getting ready to take off. You're going to have people that's going to be homeless that have never been homeless in their lives, and they're getting ready to experience it. See, stuff is getting ready. See, people are now getting ready to start tightening the grip. Okay, the grip. See, before, just like this. Now the grip. They tightening the grip. Okay, and people gonna start feeling this pinch. There are a whole lot of people right now that ain't even getting unemployment. See, there are a lot of people right now that don't even qualify for unemployment. What you think they doing? You see, it's gonna get to a point where people gonna have to make a decision between right and wrong to survive. They're gonna either have to do something illegal or legal to survive. And notice, I want you to notice how they're decriminalizing now prostitution. Notice that all of a sudden now, post pandemic, Baltimore, Maryland, decriminalizing prostitution. New York City, decriminalizing prostitution. So all of them little young girls that ain't got no education, ain't got nothing to fall back on but their bodies. You see, you got a lot of people right now, the only thing they can fall back on, the first default move is their bodies. That's how they making a living. Look at how many people that's done got an OnlyFans page just to make a living. Just to make a living. They got to degrade themselves just to survive. That's how wicked this system is. Look at it, man. How many people that's got to degrade themselves? Okay? And some of them, your daughters, your siblings, somebody's affected. See, because you got a lot of young ladies, for whatever reason, they want a thug. I ain't figured that one out yet. Somebody please help me with that. Where these women want a thug. I mean, come on, man. I'm trying to figure out what is that all about. Where these women that want a thug, what is that all about? Good guy ain't got a chance. They want a thug. Okay? Treat a good guy like a dog. Walk all over him. Take him for granted. Okay? See, you got some women where ladies, let me tell you something. Listen to me, ladies. Listen to me, ladies. The Bible say, wherever a man's heart is, that's where you'll find his money. Let me say that again. Wherever a man's heart is, that's where you'll find his money. Okay? A man's money is going to go where his heart is. If his money ain't with you, his heart is not with you. That's a cold reality. If his money ain't with you, his heart ain't with you. And unfortunately, you got a lot of women that think men be trying to buy them. They legitimately love these women. And the woman ain't got to ask them for nothing because they paying attention. But that woman is so stupid, she'll think that man is trying to buy her. because he's paying attention to every need she got. She ain't got to ask him for nothing. He Johnny on the spot. And she'll walk over him like a dog and tell him that's what you're supposed to do. But that dude, that's the thug. She'll worship him. That thug will get worship. And that good man ain't gonna get shit. Okay? That's just the reality. And listen, this ain't got nothing to do what I'm talking about cut across all races. See, this ain't no black or white thing. This cut across all. This is women in general. Okay? I'm talking about women in general. what Kanye West said? I can't play that song. God damn, I was gonna play Gold Digger. It might get my video taken down. Damn, this is a good time to play Gold Digger. Because you got a lot of people out there digging gold right now, looking for a landing spot. Okay. You know who I wouldn't want to be right now? I wouldn't want to be Melinda Gates. I would no boy, every men gonna be coming at that woman like some kind of crazy. You hear what I'm telling you? They're gonna be doing all kinds of schemes to get her attention. Cause Jeff Bezos' wife married a teacher. Okay? She married a school teacher. Jeff Bezos' ex-wife married a school teacher. And you think ain't nobody got their what? She's single? What? Hey, Melinda. Hey, girl. somebody getting ready, buddy. Somebody getting ready. Might be somebody already in that nest, because he sure spent a lot of time with another woman, according from what I've been reading. And when the cat's away, the mouse is at play. Okay? All right. So no, man. This is, but now this is what I will say. I hope they now become the template for divorce. Ain't no fussing, ain't no fighting, ain't no arguing. The woman turned down spousal support. She said, I got enough money. I don't need to, I got enough money. See, I hope they become the template for how a divorce should go. Because normally when people like that divorce, they don't even speak to each other. They hate each other. At that point, with money, and hate each other because they disagree. And that's the one thing I can take my hat off to Bill and Melinda Gates, man. Man, I salute how y'all handling this divorce. I salute that, man. Ain't no drama, ain't no mess, none of that. No mess whatsoever. That's a solid woman right there. That's a solid woman that could turn around and say, "No, man, I got it. Whatever I get, I got enough. That's enough for me. It's enough for me." Okay, so you can tell it ain't about money for her. It's about happiness at this point. And all she wants to do probably is be happy, to find some. But see, here's the problem. How you going to, and people know who you are. How do you know if somebody really love you for you, or they there with you for your money? How do you know the difference? Because there's some dudes, man, they'll pretend for the rest of their life to get next to that woman. They'll be lying their ass off. Can't stand her. But they with her for what she can do for them. That's a reality. That's just a reality. Okay? So damn. Lord have mercy. What do you want? You know, God damn. Hey, y'all brace yourself. Brace yourself. Brace yourself. Really? Well, I heard you took over it. Really? Really? I heard you took it over. Really? Really? So how many people on it now? Really? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Somebody's transferring me over to Discord. This is probably on Discord right now. Oh, really? Okay. What? I wouldn't even. Girl, you really? What was wrong with you? Really? And it still ain't doing you no good. It still ain't doing no good. Why they let you go? They didn't keep you. They should have kept your ass. What? Really? How old are you, girl? Lost. All right, Irene. I see you later. I know. See, I know. I know. I knew you was gonna get yours in. I know. I know. I know. I know. Um. See, we all are in harm's way, y'all. Whether you realize it or not, all of us are in harm's way. I told you. I told you earlier. I like to take two people that hate each other and sit them across the table and give them a scenario. They both in a crowd with an active shooter. Both of them. They don't know each other. And they both in the same crowd with an active shooter. They hate each other. They don't like each other. And ask them, what would you do if you found yourself in a crowd with an active shooter? And I guarantee you, the two people that hate themselves, if you put their response would probably mirror each other, but they hate each other. But in a time of crisis, they think the same way. Okay, total strangers that hate each other. Give them a scenario. You in a crowd with an active shooter. What would you do? And listen to their response and put them face, and they're gonna mirror each other. They mirror each other. And I can tell you from going down to the White House, man, I done played music for the Trump crowd and I done played music for the Biden crowd. And they both like the same music, but they hate each other. But they like the same music, but they hate each other. Okay? They hate each other, but they like the same music. You see, we need to start trying to find what we have in common more so than what we disagree about. See, it's easy to find discord. That ain't hard to find. You want discord? That's easy to find. But why don't you talk about what you got in common? Why you never talk about that? Why you don't discuss that? What you got in common? And this is what we need to get back talking about what we got in common versus them conservatives and them liberals or them Republicans and them Democrats. Man, forget that. Forget that. What do we have in common? And see, and all of us are in harm's way. Ain't no place safe right now, man, in the world. Man, these jokers shooting up churches, theaters, stores, what malls. Ain't no place safe. And a lot of y'all doing all of this trolling. Y'all in just as much harm's way as I am. But yet you want to get on here and talk about me, and your ass is in harm's way too. See, we don't want to talk about that. How many people are in harm's way where somebody snapped, man, and just you in the wrong place at the wrong time? Shoot. We used to have a reputation in DC as the murder capital of the world. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, DC was the murder capital of the world. It was so bad in DC, people be walking down the street, car backfire, they hit the ground. That's how bad it was in DC, man. If a car going down and backfire, man, jokers hit the ground because they think it's a gunshot. That's how bad DC was. We had places in Washington, D.C., Barry Farms, Sursum's Quarter, Clifton Terrace, Potomac Gardens. Back in the day, in the heyday, when we were like the murder capital of the world, if you saw white people in any one of them areas right there, they seriously lost for looking for some dope or some dick or both. Okay? They seriously lost. And the police knew it. Police knew it. And we had areas in the city. If you saw white people, then they seriously lost. They looking for some dope. Everybody knew it. DC ain't but 10 square miles, y'all. I don't know if y'all know that or not. But by law, we can only be 10 square miles. By law, we can only be 10 square miles. Okay? So, man, let's stop hating each other because we disagree. Right now, evil is having its way. Evil is having its way right now. And that's the truth. Evil is having its way. See, this ain't about black versus white. This is good versus evil. This is what we're dealing with right now. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't want to share good. A like they do evil. See, some evil men go around the world just like that. Good news? Shoot, you got to wait on good news. You can't make a living off good news. Ain't that some shit? You can't make a living off good news. And the only news you can make a living off of right now is bad news. You can get rich overnight dealing with some negative news. That's just the state that we in, man. And you think these kids ain't watching? You think these kids ain't watching what we doing, what we allowing, how we cheating? You think they ain't watching and paying attention? They are. And when we get old and helpless, how you think they're gonna treat us? Like shit, because we can't do nothing to defend ourselves. Look at what we done taught them. How to treat us, how to cheat us, how to get over on us when we most vulnerable in our later years. This is what we dealing with right now. This is more than just about race. It's more than just about race. This is about good versus evil, man. Right now, right is wrong and wrong is right. We got to get back to right is right, wrong is wrong. That's what we got to do. Okay, true conductor, how do we get back to right is right and wrong is wrong? Give a person a chance. Stand for something. For whatever you want to say about Liz Cheney, the mere fact the girl is standing up for the truth, I'll stand with her. A lot of stuff I don't agree with Liz Cheney on, but she's standing up for the truth. How can I not stand with her? She's standing up for the truth. And so many people are afraid to stand up for the truth. You're demonized, ostracized for standing up for the truth. This is how bad it is. Not in just America, in the world. Man, you stand up for the truth. You're taking your life into your own hands. That's the sad part. You're taking your life into your own hands. So, hey man, um, you know, sometimes it makes you wonder. Sometimes it makes you wonder. Yeah. I just real sentient. Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't know how to address the camera quality on this thing, man. It's my laptop. So, if people help me get 1,000 subscribers, I can go live. I can be on my phone. So then that won't be crappy. Subscribe to YouTube channel, man. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah, I like to get up to at least today 650. I'm at like I think 630 something. 631, 632, 633. And I need about 18 people to come in and subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can get up to 650 people. Then I only need 350 more, you know? And isn't it interesting to get subscribed? You got to beg for subscribers, boy. They don't come freely. You got to beg them jokers, man. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Come on, man. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You got to stay on top of them jokers, man. Remind them, hey, follow me on YouTube, Instagram. It be all of that, man. Yeah, get here. No, man. But you know, we got to stop hating each other because we disagree. Yeah. So and see you gonna find you got a lot of people that for whatever reasons have demonized me on YouTube, and maybe that's the reason. Maybe that's it. Man, I'm trying to create my own stimulus. I ain't looking for the government, man. I'm trying to create my own stimulus. I'm serious about that, man. I got my dinnerware line. When I was coming home today, I said, man, if I could launch my dinnerware line, I could buy me a new van. If I could buy me a new van, if I could get a van, man, I could make enough money with that van to launch my dinnerware line. They both tied together, man. Both of them tied together. Both of them tied together. Both of them tied together. And see, and maybe I'm wrong because I told y'all the Bible say all things are possible to him who believes, and I believe that. I believe that. And if it don't manifest, if it don't, it ain't the word that didn't work. It's something wrong with my belief. If it ain't working, see, if God is a God that cannot lie, and His word ain't working in your life, you doing something wrong. You doing something. It ain't God's word that's wrong. You doing something wrong. And a lot of us don't want to look at what we're doing. Some people want to have their cake and eat it too. Even with your friendship, you got friends right now that want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to be your bosom buddy, but they'll be the first ones to jump in some gossip about you. Be the first one to jump up in some gossip and adding some yeast to the gossip about you. But yet, every time you turn around, they right up under you. And that's the first one that'll gossip about you. The one that's closest to you. A friend of mine, late brother Bay, brother Kidway Bay, used to say, man, I pick my friends like I pick my fruit. That was his favorite expression. Man, I pick my friends like I pick my fruit. Serious. And some of y'all need to pick your friends like you pick your fruit. You ever went in the grocery store, man, and watched people just pick something up, they don't even look at it? I don't know how you pick up a piece of vegetable and don't look at what you're buying. For the life of me, I don't understand that, man. How somebody can go in the store, I need a tomato, just pick a tomato up and don't even look at it and throw it in the basket. Now, I pick my friends like I pick my fruit. Because when I go into the grocery store, I take my time to buy what I'm going to buy. If you're in a hurry, let me stand back and let you get what you got. Okay? No, man, I pick my friends like I pick my fruit. Okay? I sure do. Because you have to, you have to pay attention. Man, your body is your temple. That's your temple. It's your body. And if you abuse your temple, how can you blame somebody else for abusing you? And you abuse yourself. You abuse yourself. And you get upset because somebody else abused you. You ain't got no respect for yourself. And you want somebody else to respect you. See, this one of the things that's wrong in the black community right now. See, these young boys, they ain't got no respect for themselves. But they want the police to respect them. And the police know they ain't got no respect for themselves. But you want the police to respect you and you don't even respect yourself. How backwards is that? And see, I'm a coon and Uncle Tom for saying that. But it's the truth. These young boys ain't got no respect for themselves. But they want the police to respect them. But you don't even respect yourself. Why should somebody else respect you when you don't respect yourself? And you get upset and angry when nobody will respect you. See, disagreement in my community is deadly. When these young boys disagree with themselves in my community, they kill each other. And they kill each other. See, when that white guy snap, he kill up everybody. We kill up each other. That white boy gonna kill up everybody. He don't give a shit who. If you in his way, he'll gun you down. That's just the reality of it. Okay, disagreement in our community among our young men is deadly. See, and and think like a lot of this Asian hate. That's another reason, man. I'm kind of glad my wife ain't in America with people attacking Asians for no reason at all. Man, I don't know what I do, man. Somebody put their hands on my wife. It'd be over for me. Because you don't have a right. I don't put my hands on my wife. And I ain't going to sit back and watch another man put his hands on my wife. Simple as that. Okay? Yes, I am. See? Yes, I am. And she's in the Philippines waiting for me right now. Been there 2 years. Me and my wife been separated for 2 years. We've been married 2 years. Back in March. She left in June 2 years ago, 2019. And then the pandemic hit. Okay. So we had to go through all of 2020 separated because the pandemic got us separated. Okay. And honestly, I ain't even got the money to sponsor it. So baby, go sit there and wait till I get my stuff together and get my act together. I come get you. She my wife. She ain't going nowhere. She's my wife. She's my wife. And if I had $1 trillion, man, I couldn't repay that woman. If I had $1 trillion, I couldn't repay my wife for what I done put her through since we've been together. And it ain't nothing bad. Ain't nothing, don't think this is some betrayal or no, it ain't nothing like that. But the mental anguish that she has had to endure. I couldn't repay that girl. If I had $1 trillion, it wouldn't be enough money. That's the truth. If I had $1 trillion, wouldn't be enough money. That's how I feel about it. Okay? And the first time I get my hands on a piece of money, first thing I want to do, man, go get that girl a decent ring. When I married her, I didn't even have money to buy a decent ring. I said, I'm marrying this girl. I'm going with what I got. And that's what I did. I went with what I had. Okay? A lot of people, they plan for this stuff, man. I went for what I had. My wife came over here to visit. And I said, girl, let's go get married. She said, you serious? I said, yeah. Let's go get married. I said, for real? I said, yeah, let's go. We went straight down to the courthouse. Sure did. Mm-hmm. Bible say, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. And you got a lot of women out looking for their husband. Um, well, hey man, see, a lot of people are not going to be prepared for what's coming because they're going to be reactionary. But any proactive person, you can't never surprise a proactive person. You can't surprise no proactive person. You can surprise a reactive person. But a proactive person ain't gonna be no surprise. And a lot of people are in for some surprises. That are reactive, they in for a lot of surprises. Things are going. We on the verge of a recession in America. I hope y'all realize we are on the verge of a recession. We've been printing money like crazy. Trillions and trillions of dollars. Where do you think that money coming from? Where do you think it coming from? And they know how to make money vanish in thin air. You don't think they know how to remember the housing boom? Man, let me show you how a lot of people were displaced in DC. You had these investors that was coming, offering people $2, $3, $400,000 for a house. Get the house, turn around and put it on the market for $1 million. Okay, that's how bad it was. Look at all of that money that was made in the housing crisis vanished just like that. Vanished just like all of them mortgages that was sold. That money vanished just like that. Okay, and one day people gonna wake up and all of this money that people are investing in the Dogecoin is gonna vanish just like that. They just getting enough of them. So make them get. And some of them getting. Oh, some of them, the lucky ones that's getting in and getting out. But see, you got some of them that's trying to play it for the long haul. They're going to really come in and get a good hit. Telling you, man, if it's the thing to do, everybody want to do it. That's what you need to stay away from. Okay? That's what you need. Whatever this is the thing to do, don't fall into that trap. Let them going on. Man, I salute anybody making money off Dogecoin. Man, I salute you. Glad you made. And man, if they hit my Cash App, True Conductor. If Dogecoin has been that good to you, hit my Cash App, True Conductor. Hit my Cash App up. Send me $5. Send me $5. Shit. If Dogecoin been that good to you, send me $5. Okay? Um, no, man. Again, see, a lot of people are forecasting doom and gloom. Look at the billionaires that when the world was closed down, doubled their money. When the world was closed down, billionaires doubled their money. Doubled their money. Doubled their money. And the only difference between you and a billionaire is their access to cash. They got more access to cash than you. But they got to put their pants on the same way you do, take a shower, brush their teeth, groom themselves. They have to do the same thing. Only difference is they got more access to cash. And that's what we all work for, man. All of us are out here to get more access to cash. That's what we out here for. That's what success is. Your access to cash is success. If you ain't got no access to cash, you ain't successful. Simple as that. If you ain't got no access to cash, you ain't successful. And that's what we all striving for. But see, in my neighborhood, they call it clout chasing. Because you out trying to get access to cash. You clout chasing. You're supposed to stay in your corner, be satisfied with what you got, and go on with your life. Why are you trying to get more? That's how people do you. Why are you trying to get more? How come you ain't happy being broke? Robbing Peter to pay Paul. How come you ain't happy with that? When you come out here talking about you want a lunch, a line, or dinner wear. You got to be crazy at 68 years old. You want a lunch, a line, or dinner wear. Man, I ain't never know that there was such a lid on age. Yeah, I'm 68 years old. So what? Like, I'm supposed to be getting ready to go somewhere and sit down in a rocking chair. And I'm trying to just get started. And they got me in a rocking chair. I'm still trying to get started. And they done put me in a rocking chair and criticize me because I still keep trying. Go figure that one out. Yeah, I'm 68 years young. I am. Yeah, I'm 68 years young. You're right. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I got to do. Yeah, I'm 68 years young. Yeah, I am. And feel it too. I feel every bit of it. I ain't lying. Shit. Feel every bit of it. Yes, I do. Feel every bit of it. Yeah, sure. But again, man, we got to do better about how we are with each other. We got to do better, man. This is a must that we do better. How we treat each other, how we act with each other. We got to do better. And it starts with us. It starts with us. You're going to have to be the one to say, I'll give you a chance. Let me try to understand you. Let me see it from your viewpoint. Help me understand from your viewpoint. See, white America don't understand all of the frustration that's in the black community now with the police shooting. See, the complaint for years has been, man, they getting away with this shit. Y'all talk about all of the black men that are killing each other. They get caught. Eventually, they get caught. How do I know? What's the population of the jails? Majority black and brown. Majority black and brown. And the penitentiary is the only place where slavery is still legal. Let me show you how fucked up this is. And we got these young boys that's got to go to the penitentiary in order to get some street cred. They got to go and be a slave to come out with some street cred. Let me say that again. See, slavery is illegal in the penitentiary. And these young boys got to go in and be a slave to come out and get some street cred. See, you can't be book smart in the black community and get street cred. Let me say that shit again. See, you can't be book smart in the black community and get street cred. When you book smart in the black community, you trying to be white. See, white people can't say that. But when a black person is smart in the black community, he's labeled as trying, or she's labeled as trying to be white. And in the beginning, because it was against the law in America for black people to carry a gun and to get an education. It was against the law, okay, for black men to carry guns and to get an education. That was against the law, all right? The statue at Emancipation Park. I'm going to go by it, take it by there and let y'all see it. Dedicated in 1876. The first statue that they had with Abraham Lincoln had black men with guns. They said that cost too much. Okay? They said, oh, I got a picture. I got a picture of the statue. I got a picture of it. I showed them. They said that statue cost too much. So then they settled on this one. Let me show you what it looked like. I just saw you. You ain't far off. Here you are, where you are. Here we go. Oh, that's not the video. God dog. I got a picture. Here it is, right here. Okay, so when they dedicated this statue, this is the last slave that was captured under the 1850 Fugitive Slave Act in Missouri, Archer Alexander. All right, this is his likeness right here. See, this is what the statue looks like. All right, that's what the statue looked like. Now they wanted to tear the statue down, Okay, that's the one they need to turn around. See, originally, when it was dedicated, it was facing the Capitol. All right. See, on top of the Capitol is a statue called Freedom. Freedom faces the east because it will always see a day begin, but never see a day end. That statue was facing freedom. When that statue, see, DC is all about symbolism, y'all. Okay, there are a lot of symbolisms in Washington, D.C. I'm telling you, there's a lot of symbolisms. Okay, when that statue was facing the Capitol, that slave is looking north. He's looking north to freedom when they dedicated. And you know who did the keynote speech and had a hand in the design? Frederick Douglass, the Frederick Douglass. This was 1876, okay, when they dedicated this statue. 1877, Frederick Douglass becomes the General Marshal of Washington, D.C., and he buys the Union Land Grant Corporation's headquarters in Anacostia, which was known as Uniontown. He paid $6,700 cash for 9.5 acres that sit on a hill that overlooks the city. Frederick Douglass purchased that house, and I submit that was his payoff for accepting that statue in Emancipation Park. When you see this statue right here, look at him, man. He's looking north. He's looking up. He's he's looking up. He's looking north. See, the North Star was important to us when we were giving out directions. That's why the North Star wasn't when the sky was clear. We could follow the North Star. But black folk are experts at landmarks. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not. We're experts at landmarks. Ask any black person anywhere in the world for some directions. In them directions, they're going to put you a landmark, something that you look out for. Underground Railroad. Because when we couldn't follow the North Star, we had to remember the landmarks. Just like that. And if you was with Harriet Tubman and you wanted to turn around and go back, you did. She'd kill you. See, listen to me. It was against the law for black people, especially a black man, to be able to carry a gun. See, if you notice, when the police stop young black boys today, what's the first question they ask them? You got a gun? You got a gun? They can lose their lives quicker with a gun, even if they got it legally. Look at Orlando Castile. Police, he told a man, I got a gun on my side, and still lost his life. Still lost his life. Okay? Still lost his life. See, so it always has been against the law for us to carry guns. The modern day police force is patterned after the slave catcher. A lot of folk don't know that. Man, the template for the modern day police force is the slave catcher. That's the template for them. This is why we are the only race of people in the United States of America that have to justify why they are where they are in 2021. We're the only race of people that's got to justify why we are where we are. And that's the mindset of the 1850 Fugitive Slave Act. See, the 1850 Fugitive Slave Act said if you, white person, came up and said, I own you, I had no rights. I couldn't even speak on my behalf. If that white person said they own me, I'm in slavery. See, in DC in the beginning, man, I hope y'all don't mind, because I need to kind of start brushing up on this stuff anyway. So I'm gonna share it with y'all. Okay. See, in the beginning, man, you had to have three white people to vouch for you in DC, and you had to put up a $50 peace bond if you were free in Washington, D.C. as a black man. See, we had four areas of the city during the 1790 Residence Act, Maryland and Virginia gave George Washington some land. In that land was Alexandria, Georgetown, Washington City, which is downtown, and the only place Benjamin Banneker surveyed was Washington City. He didn't survey all of Washington, D.C. He only surveyed Washington City, and you had Washington County. See, Alexandria, Georgetown, Washington City had a 10 o'clock curfew. If you were free and you violated curfew, you got a $5 fine. If you didn't pay that fine, you got 6 months in jail. If you were enslaved and you violated that 10 o'clock curfew and they caught you, you got 40 lashes. This is in the nation's capital. Okay? This is in the nation's capital. There was a curfew. Not only was there a curfew, but if you were free, you had to have three white people to vouch for you. And if you don't believe that, look at 12 Years a Slave. Solomon Northup. That happened right here in Washington, D.C. They drugged him and sold him into slavery. And if you watch the movie, the whole gist of the movie was him getting a message back to a white man, man, come get me. They done sold me into slavery. And just in, when was that? 2016, I think. 2016, 2018, one of them. I think it's 2016. Georgetown University just admitted 2016 that in 1838 they had to sell 272 slaves to stay afloat. Georgetown University. Matter of fact, they have a $27.20 fee for reparations, okay, for the 272 slaves that they sold into slavery. That's Georgetown University. My grandson was a freshman at the Ohio State University. And when I went to see him on Family and Friends Day, I get, Granddaddy, man, I saw a sign that reminded me of you. Boy, you ain't smoking reefer already, are you? Quit playing, man. Come here, let me show you this sign. Reading the sign, it's a marker on the campus of the Ohio State University honoring the Underground Railroad. As we're reading the sign, it says this is sign 4 of 5. He said, Granddaddy, it's 5 signs on campus. We got to find them so we get on the internet and start doing some research. And found one sign was down by the river. And we went down there and was looking, said, Jeremiah, what they saying? I don't see this. He said, come on, Granddaddy, let's go down, let's walk along this path by the river. And as we walk along the path, lo and behold, there the sign is. That was the first one. The second one is over by the football stadium. The third one is over by Mirror Lake. See, Mirror Lake was the landmark on the campus of The Ohio State University. See, when you got to Mirror Lake, you had to bear right to go north. If you bear left, you're going west. If you're going to camp, you got to bear right of Mirror Lake to go north. See, that was the landmark. Mirror Lake was the land on the campus of The Ohio State University. Why we don't know that information? Look at all of these white universities that's got some Black history background. Why we don't know that? Why we don't know it? And we should. Yale, Brigham Young, all of these high class institutes, man, they all had their fingers in the slave trade. Okay? All right? They all had their fingers in the slave trade. We had a guy come to Georgetown by the name of Yarrow, Yarrow, Marmoot, Mamout. Yarrow, Yarrow, Marmoot, Mamout. They don't even know where that man buried. That man came here from Africa as a slave, bought himself out of slavery in his 60s, and bought a house. The only Black man that you can point to say he came here from Africa as a slave and bought this house. That wasn't no significant hit. They tore that house down and built up 2 townhouses, man, right in the heart of Georgetown. Right in the heart. And this man got a picture that was drawn by one of the artists that drew presidents. The majority of the Black business in Georgetown, Yarrow Marmoot. You know how he got rich? First, he had a scrap, go around hauling scrap, and then turn around and invested in the first Black bank in Georgetown and financed all of the Black businesses that were in Georgetown. See, a lot of people don't realize Georgetown was predominantly Black. When it started, Georgetown was predominantly Black. And even in, see, we as a race of people, we've always been undercounted. Hell, I'm 68 years old. And that's 50 years ago. I graduated from high school 50 years ago. I graduated 50 years ago from high school. And 50 years ago, it was 12 million Black folk. We ain't never moved. And right now, the census in 2021 can knock on the door of a Black person and they ain't gonna get the correct information. In 2021, if the census on somebody's Black door, they ain't getting the correct information. Forget that. You ain't getting the correct information. Okay? And that's just a reality. So we've always been undercounted. Okay? Um, so right now, man, you have cities that need tourism, need it bad. Black history is just dying on the vine, dying on the vine. Ain't nobody doing nothing about it. Hey, man, I've been on here an hour and 25 minutes. I appreciate y'all, man. I ain't never got over 5 people at one time. But the ones that stick around, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you, because it could be nobody. Thank you. I do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Okay? So I gotta go put something on my stomach, man, because I'm hungry right now. All right? And let's stop hating each other, man, because we disagree. Ain't nobody perfect. Everybody got some isms in their closet. I don't care who you are, how much money you got, how pretty or how ugly you are. You got some kind of dysfunction in your life or in your family lives or both. So nobody's perfect. Why can't we talk to each other since ain't nobody perfect? Why can't we talk to each other? Ain't nobody perfect. And this is what we need to get to. Let's find out what we got in common rather than keep exploiting our differences. Because our differences are what's keeping us divided. Okay? It's our differences that's keeping us divided. And we can't even get to our likes because our dislikes got us hating each other. Okay? And it all starts with you. You be the answer. That's it for me, man. Okay? Been a plum pleasure. Appreciate it. I've enjoyed it. I like it. A lot of people, criticize. But like anything, man, if you're going to build it up, you got to put the work in. You got to put the work in if you're going to build it up. And I got to build up my YouTube. I got to build it up. So it means I got to put the work in. And I get criticized. There you go. Every time you turn around, yeah, but I be working. I'm building. I ain't on here just for the fun of it. I'm trying to get subscribers, man. And that's what I'm trying to do. Hey, listen. Um, if you want to buy a ghost tour, go to capitalbuddytours.com and support a brother. Buy a tour. Say, man, I'm gonna buy a tour. This is a ghost tour. Just to support your company. I buy a ghost tour just to support you. That's all. Buy a ghost tour, man. Buy a gift certificate, anything. Buy something and say, hey man, this is just to support you. That's how you help people. That's how you help. All right? That's how you help. And hey, either they will or they won't. If they don't, I ask. They said no. It's just that simple. I can ask people, hey man, give me your support. And they don't get it. They say no. What am I supposed to do? Keep trying. Hey, give me some support. All you can do is say yes or no. And no ain't gonna kill you. It'll only make you stronger. That's all no do. When you work through no, it just makes you stronger. After a while, it don't even faze you. And that's what you got to remember, man. Don't take it personal. This ain't personal. This is a process. Because adversity guards the door to success. Let me say that again. Adversity guards the door to success. Man, if you're going to get in the door of success, you're going to go through something. You're going to have to sacrifice something if you're going through success. You ain't going to be able to have cake and eat it too if you're going to be successful. You got to get something up. And the closer you get to the door, your life going to get turned upside down. And a lot of people want to blame the devil. And they close to the door of success and don't even realize it. That's why their life is going crazy, because they're close to the door of success. All right? Hey, man, hour and a half. Thank you. See you later.